When the mind steps in, intuition falls behind. Flow breaks, and awkwardness follows. And psychology explains why this happens. 1. Analysis paralysis. Research on decision making found that the ability to see multiple perspectives and outcomes can freeze decision making entirely. Not because they don't know what to say, because they know too many things to say. They can't pick where to eat because they've analyzed every option to death. Can't respond to a text because they're weighing different ways to phrase sounds good. You ask them a simple question and you can see their brain buffering. Their brain is so good at seeing possibilities that it can't choose between them. 2. High IQ, low EQ gap. Studies on emotional intelligence show that cognitive intelligence and emotional intelligence are separate systems. High IQ doesn't automatically mean high EQ. They can solve differential equations, but can't read the room. Emotional intelligence is a completely different skill set, and being good at logic doesn't mean you're good at feelings. Their brain is optimized for patterns and problems, not emotional nuance. They're acing every test but completely missing that their friend is upset. They can explain the neurochemistry of sadness, but can't tell when someone needs a hug. 3. Literal thinking. Some highly analytical people process language very literally, and social interaction is full of phrases that don't mean what they say. Someone says, "We should get coffee sometime," and they start suggesting actual dates instead of recognizing it's just a polite exit phrase. They take, "Let me know if you need anything," as a genuine offer and actually follow up. Their brain expects consistency. "How are you?" should want an honest answer. "I'm fine" should mean actually fine. But social language is coded, and they're reading it like a technical manual. They're not being awkward on purpose. They're just playing by the literal rules in a game where nobody else is. 4. Social pattern overload. Their brain is wired to detect patterns. It's part of what makes them analytically sharp. But in social situations, this strength becomes a problem. They're analyzing every micro-expression, every pause, every word choice. You're having a normal chat. They're running a full diagnostic. They notice you took zero point 0.3 seconds too long to laugh. That LOL in your text had one fewer exclamation point than usual. The way you said, "see you later," had a different inflection. Here's the thing. Their brain is exceptional at finding patterns, which means it finds patterns everywhere, even when there aren't any. They're detecting signals that don't exist and spiraling over minor variations that mean absolutely nothing. 5. Meta-awareness loop. They know they're being awkward while they're being awkward. Their brain is simultaneously in the conversation and watching themselves have the conversation. So now they're managing two things, the actual interaction and the running commentary about how badly the interaction is going. They're thinking, "I'm being so weird right now," while desperately trying to act normal, which makes them weirder. It's a recursive nightmare. Every attempt to correct the awkwardness gets added to the list of awkward things they're doing. They can't just be in the moment. They're observing themselves, failing to be in the moment. 6. Deep interest preference. Small talk feels like running in circles. Their brain wants depth, complexity, and meaning. Talking about the weather feels physically painful when they could be discussing philosophy, science, or literally anything with substance. It's not snobbery. It's cognitive preference. They can discuss quantum physics for hours, but can't survive 2 minutes of "nice weather we're having." Their brain needs stimulation, and surface-level conversation feels like sensory deprivation. They're not trying to be difficult. They're just optimized for different types of engagement. 7. Social anxiety from awareness. Some research suggests that greater awareness of social complexity can increase social anxiety. They're aware of everything that could go wrong in a social interaction, every potential misunderstanding, every way they could be perceived, every social rule they might break. This awareness creates anxiety. Knowing more makes it harder, not easier. They're exhausted after parties, not from socializing, but from monitoring themselves the entire time. Did I talk too much? Not enough? Was that joke okay? Did I make that weird? The rest of us are just living. They're performing and critiquing simultaneously. 8. Authenticity struggle. Social niceties feel fake when you're wired for precision and logic. "How are you?" Isn't a real question, it's a script. And their brain short circuits when they have to perform politeness they don't feel. They're not rude, they're exhausted by inauthenticity. They find, "How was your weekend?" unbearable because nobody actually wants the real answer. The gap between what they're supposed to say and what they're actually thinking creates constant friction. They can't just go through the motions. Their brain demands meaning in every interaction. Being intelligent doesn't make socializing impossible. It just makes it different. If this explains something you've been feeling your whole life, hit like and subscribe because we're exploring more ways psychology explains why your brain works the way it does.